So I'm back here outside Danger Studios. I'm going to head in today. We're going to find out about equipment. How much equipment do we actually need? I've seen, professional videographers seem to have like bags and bags and gadgets for days, and then your Instagram freestylers, just got earphones and a microphone and they're just riffing into it. So what I don't understand is how much of that is actually required in order to create useful video, and specifically useful video for me. So stand by. Okay, Brendan, welcome back. So thanks. You gave me some great homework to go and do some planning. I've got a good think about it. I want to answer some questions. I want to do some rants, where just things that make me angry in marketing. I want to do some how-to videos, just simple, effective things that can really supercharge your marketing, and also some customer case studies. People that have had good experience. I want to showcase them, and hopefully shine a light on some of the great work that my clients are doing.
Cool. So next thing we discuss is what equipment you need to achieve these. We're usually asked quite a lot, can I use my phone? Can I use an iPad? Can I use, I've got a compact camera, I've got a DSLR. And the answer to all those questions is yes, you can use it. You can use what you have. In terms of what you're shooting or what you need to gather, you need more complex camera equipment and lighting equipment as you try to gather more complex scenes. So I think if it's you talking to camera, there's no reason you can't do that on your phone. We think about in terms of lighting, use available light, what's there. So is it natural light from, daylight? Is there windows? Are you outside? Make sure you're facing the right way compared to the source of light, that kind of thing. There's cheap lights you can get from Amazon, which are 30, 40 quid, and they're nice wee studio lights that you can use to augment natural light, or you can use them on their own in a dark environment. Sound is a major one. Phones are great, the pictures are great that come off them, the video is great, sound sucks. It just sucks, it doesn't take good sound. So again, you go on Amazon, you can get lapel mic, clips into the phone, and you're picking up great audio, if I were using them just now. And your other options on mics are either use the onboard mic if it's a DSLR or something like that, or augment that with a shotgun microphone on the top where you're getting better sound quality. But really the main key things with equipment are, use your phone, not a problem. We talk about, lock it off on a tripod, so you need some kind of mount that can hold it on the tripod. Think about the lighting source, think about where that's coming from, think about the subject, is it lit? Can you monitor that on the screen? And then how it sounds. That's really important as a sound one. Get mic, make the person heard. And then the really boring bit at the end is batteries, chargers. If you're out filming all day, make sure you've got enough charge, you've got enough chargers with you, you've got somewhere to back up all this nice footage you've taken, all that kind of thing. It's the dull bit, but it's the important bit.
Amazing. All right, so you gave me a lot of really great information there. I want to just make sure I got it all. So one is light source. It sounds like light source is super important. Natural light is great. But if you can't have natural light, then make sure that you've got a good light source. And you said Amazon is a good, you can get something.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the difference between even something like food photography, you look at the amateur side of it compared to the professional side of it, it's the lighting that makes it look professional. It's not the camera that took it, it's how it's lit makes it look professional, and that's what you want to be. You want to look professional, you don't want to be a dark silhouette that's just a noise coming from.
Fantastic. Well, one thing is I want to look professional, but I don't want to do too much work, because more I learn about this, I'm realizing how complicated it actually is to create the videos that you do. So I'm thinking like natural light source. So we've got natural light source, and just get that right. And you're saying that basically a lapel mic artfully used on a mobile phone is going to get me most of the way there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where it gets complicated is when I'm out on location, when I'm having extended time out filming with multiple different locations or multiple different shots. That's where things start to become.
And multiple people complicates it, rather than just you, or you're just got somebody else you're filming. If you're doing a setup like us at the moment, then you need to start thinking about 2 mics, 3 cameras. Whoa. With all types of filming, it's about reducing points of failure, and the points of failure are generally, the lighting and the sound. So the easier you can make that self-view, if you come up with a kind of routine that says, right, when I'm filming myself, I set my lights up, plug the mic in, check everything's working, and then you go stick to the plan you made, start talking to camera.
Fantastic. I think really what's coming through is the planning bit again, where you can almost plan the videos ahead of time so that you don't need that much equipment. You can control your light sources coming back down to location. If I can set up good locations that have naturally good light sources and less ambient noise, it's going to make my life a lot easier.
A lot easier.
Amazing. Okay, so looking at the things I wanted to do, my wish list was to answer questions, to do some rants on site, some how-to videos. It seems like the questions and the rants I could do first person with my phone and a decent mic in a place that's got good natural light. So that's making life easy for myself. I'm liking that. How-to videos, I could do some kind of screen capture on my laptop with, again, a decent mic, the same mic.
Yeah, or you can use your laptop's mic, or you can record the audio separately and add it in later.
Oh, sounds like way too much work for me. Don't make my life complicated. So if we're saying if we get it right the first time with the same lapel mic, I won't need to re-record it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So those three things sound feasible, but it sounds like the case study videos where I'm out on location with clients, multiple people involved, multiple camera shots, that's when things start to become complicated.
That's where you start to points of failure, because you're trying to be in it, you're trying to interview somebody, you're trying to make sure they're saying the right thing, trying to make sure the camera's on, you got to make sure the lights are on. So, it starts to become more than you can cope with to get decent content that you want.
Got you. So you're telling me I'm going to have to try and synchronize multiple streams of video and no.
It's a job in itself.
No. I'm trying to get a bit better than I am. I'm getting a lot more respect for what it takes to become a professional videographer. So, I'm going to get back to the planning thing. Now that I know a bit more about the equipment, I'm going to make my life easy. So, simple, well-planned, short videos that don't require too much editing, get a decent mic, so that I don't have to spend too much time messing around with sound and control the light source. If I can get the light source right.
I mean, would think to get a couple of lights and a mic, you're talking under £100 investment that'll work with your phone or your laptop or, whatever you want to plug it into.
Fantastic. Well, as the lean marketer, I'm always like maximum bang for minimum buck. So that sounds like an excellent leverage point right there. People to be able to create really good, professional looking videos without spending a fortune. Yeah. But also starting to see what kind of videos it's worthwhile getting the professionals in. So, videos like this, I'm not going to shoot them by myself.
There's a kind of rule where if you're shooting it and it's to update your audience and it's kind of your own news type stuff, there's no reason you can't do that yourselves, and that's why we teach the workshops. Yeah. If it's for a sales tool, a marketing tool, for training, if it's for something above that, you generally need to get a production company in who say, right, this is how we'll produce it properly. Gotcha. And they'll save you money because they'll do it right the first time, and it'll all be done professionally and you'll get a nice finished polished product at the end of it. But equally, that's not always great for your audience update stuff because it looks a bit too slick maybe for what you want to get across. You just want to be kind of, as we call it, pro YouTube. So you're lit right and we can hear you, but you've obviously filmed it yourself, and there's an honesty in that type of content nowadays. Yeah,
because that's the thing, is I want to be me. I want to be, this is not like, I'm trying to convince anyone of anything. I'm trying to say, this is me going through this journey. This is what's happening. This is me learning,
So that's the kind of thing you want to shoot yourself. And you can do it on a phone.
Fantastic. Music to my ears. Love it. Thanks, Brendan. Yes, I just finished up with and looking at equipment, and man, oh man, opened my eyes. If I just look here, this is in that video that we shot. Look at all the equipment that we needed here, and all the people involved, Andrew, to get that case study video done, and. So it's reiterate the importance of planning ahead, because being able to simplify your life ahead of time actually makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna contract my wish list a little bit and focus on the videos that are actually easy to shoot on a mobile phone.